Please consider supporting our channel by liking this video and subscribing for more content. The Best Werewolf Movies of All Time Part 6. Number 33 Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, 1985. Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, 1985, is a horror film that picks up where its predecessor left off. After the death of his sister, Karen White, in the first film, Ben White, played by Reb Brown, becomes determined to unravel the mysteries surrounding her demise. To his shock and disbelief, he discovers that not only is his sister alive, but she has been resurrected as a werewolf. Ben joins forces with Stephen Crosco, played by Christopher Lee, a mysterious werewolf hunter, and Jenny Templeton, played by Annie McEnroe, a journalist intrigued by the supernatural. Together, they set off on a perilous journey to Transylvania, where they hope to find answers and put an end to the werewolf curse that plagues Karen. Their investigation leads them to the sinister town of Drago, where they encounter a powerful coven of werewolves led by Sturba, played by Sybil Danning, the seductive and malevolent queen of the werewolves. As they delve deeper into the dark secrets of the werewolf world, Ben, Stefan, and Jenny find themselves entangled in a deadly battle for survival and the fate of humanity. With stunning werewolf transformations, intense action sequences, and a chilling atmosphere, Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf delivers a mix of horror, fantasy, and suspense. As the trio faces off against Sturba and her pack, they must confront their own fears and inner demons to stand a chance against the forces of darkness. In this thrilling sequel, viewers are taken on a hair-raising journey filled with gruesome encounters, shocking revelations, and a climactic showdown that will leave them on the edge of their seats. Brace yourself for a nightmarish descent into the heart of lycanthropy as Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf unleashes its full moon terror. Number 34 Wolves, 2014. Wolves, 2014, is a dark fantasy horror film that follows the story of Caden Richards, played by Lucas Till, a high school student who discovers he possesses a supernatural ability and is descended from a long line of werewolves. After a violent incident reveals his true nature, Caden embarks on a journey to a remote town called Lupine Ridge in search of answers and a place where he truly belongs. In Lupine Ridge, Caden encounters a fiercely divided community of werewolves. The town is ruled by Connor, played by Jason Momoa, a charismatic and brutal alpha werewolf who enforces a strict hierarchy and controls the townsfolk through fear and intimidation. Caden forms an unlikely alliance with Angelina, played by Merritt Patterson, a strong-willed young woman with her own secrets, who helps him navigate the treacherous dynamics of the town. As Caden delves deeper into his own werewolf heritage, he uncovers a web of betrayal, ancient feuds, and a sinister plot that threatens the existence of both humans and werewolves alike. With his newfound powers and the support of Angelina and a mysterious werewolf named Wild Joe, played by John Piper Ferguson, Caden must confront his inner demons and challenge Connor's tyrannical rule. The film takes audiences on a thrilling ride through intense action sequences, brutal confrontations, and supernatural transformations. Caden's journey becomes a battle for survival as he fights not only for his own life but also for the freedom and unity of Lupine Ridge. Wolves combines elements of horror, coming of age, and supernatural fantasy to explore themes of identity, acceptance, and the struggle between one's primal instincts and human morality. With its atmospheric setting and compelling characters, the film offers a fresh take on the werewolf genre, immersing viewers in a world where the line between man and beast is blurred, and the true nature of humanity is put to the test. Number 35 Underworld, 2003. Underworld, 2003, is an action horror film set in a world where vampires and werewolves, known as lycans, have waged an ancient and secret war against each other. The story revolves around Celine, played by Kate Beckinsale, a skilled vampire death dealer, who becomes embroiled in a centuries-old conflict that takes an unexpected turn when she discovers a human named Michael, played by Scott Speedman, caught in the crossfire. Celine, driven by her loyalty to the vampire clan and her personal vendetta against the lycans, uncovers a plot orchestrated by Lucian, played by Michael Sheen, the leader of the lycans, to find and awaken a powerful hybrid creature that has the potential to change the balance of power between the two species. As Celine delves deeper into the conspiracy, she finds herself torn between her duty to her kind and her growing feelings for Michael. Together, they must evade both vampire and lycan factions while unraveling the secrets of their shared past. With breathtaking action sequences, stylish visuals, and a dark and atmospheric setting, Underworld takes viewers on a thrilling ride through an underground world of supernatural beings. Celine and Michael's journey leads them to confrontations with powerful enemies, including Victor, played by Bill Nye, the ancient vampire elder, and Craven, played by Shane Brawley, the deceitful vampire regent. As the truth behind the war between vampires and lichens is revealed, Celine must make difficult choices that will not only determine her own fate but also the future of both species. The film blends elements of horror, fantasy, and romance, offering a unique twist on the supernatural genre. Underworld introduces audiences to a complex mythology where the line between hero and villain is blurred, and the battle for survival goes beyond mere survival instincts. Prepare to be immersed in a world where ancient rivalries, forbidden love, and epic conflicts collide in a visceral and visually stunning cinematic experience. Number 36 Howl, 2015. Howl, 2015, is a British horror film that takes place on a late-night train journey. The story follows Joe, played by Ed Spaliers, a young train guard, and a group of passengers who find themselves stranded in the middle of a forest after their train collides with something on the tracks. As darkness falls and a full moon rises, they soon realize that they are being stalked by a pack of bloodthirsty werewolves. Trapped inside the immobilized train, the passengers must band together and fight for their lives against the relentless creatures that lurk outside. With limited resources and mounting fear, tensions rise among the group as they struggle to come up with a plan to survive the night. As the passengers face the horrifying reality that they are outnumbered and outmatched, Joe finds his courage tested as he takes on the role of a reluctant leader. With the help of a seasoned ticket inspector, played by Sean Pertwee, they must find a way to outsmart the werewolves and make a desperate escape before the creatures tear them apart. Howl delivers a claustrophobic and suspenseful atmosphere, filled with intense chase sequences, grisly attacks, and desperate attempts to stay alive. Amidst the chaos, the film explores the primal instincts of both humans and werewolves, blurring the line between predator and prey. In the fight for survival, the passengers must confront their deepest fears and find strength in unlikely alliances. Howl offers a thrilling and visceral werewolf experience, combining horror and action elements to keep audiences on the edge of their seats until the tension-filled climax. Number 38 The Monster Squad, 1987. The Monster Squad, 1987, is an adventure comedy film that follows a group of young friends who form a club dedicated to monsters. When they discover that classic monsters such as Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and the creature from the Black Lagoon are planning to unleash evil upon their town, the kids must band together to stop them. Led by Sean, played by Andre Gower, and his friends Patrick, played by Robbie Keeker, Horace, played by Brent Challam, Eugene, played by Michael Faustino, and Rudy, played by Ryan Lambert, the Monster Squad embarks on a mission to obtain an ancient amulet that has the power to banish the creatures back to the realm from which they came. As the group faces off against the iconic monsters, they encounter various challenges and obstacles that test their wit, bravery, and friendship. With the help of a mysterious elderly man, Abraham Van Helsing, played by Jack Quillam, who has knowledge of monster lore, the Monster Squad learns to harness their collective strengths and overcome their fears. Meanwhile, Dracula, played by Duncan Regehr, seeks to obtain the amulet for himself, enlisting the other monsters to aid him in his nefarious plan. The stakes are raised as the Monster Squad races against time to prevent the monsters from obtaining the amulet and unleashing chaos upon their town. The Monster Squad combines elements of horror, comedy, and adventure, paying homage to classic monster movies while delivering a family-friendly and nostalgic tale. With its blend of humor, action, and heart, the film offers a fun-filled and entertaining experience as the young heroes battle the forces of darkness and learn the power of friendship and teamwork. As the Monster Squad faces off against iconic creatures, the film embraces the spirit of classic monster movies and captures the imagination of viewers of all ages. Number 39 Big Bad Wolf, 2006. Big Bad Wolf, 2006, is a horror film that presents a modern-day reimagining of the classic fairy tale, Little Red Riding Hood. The story revolves around a group of college students who find themselves being hunted by a sadistic and vicious werewolf. The film follows Derek, played by Trevor Duke Moretz, a young man who invites his friends to his stepfather's remote cabin for a weekend getaway. Unbeknownst to them, Derek's stepfather, Sam, played by Richard Tyson, harbors a dark secret: he is a werewolf. As the group settles into the cabin, tensions rise and suspicions mount. When a series of brutal attacks occur, it becomes clear that there is a bloodthirsty creature stalking them. Derek and his friends must fight for their lives while trying to uncover the truth about the werewolf's identity. As the night progresses, the werewolf's true nature is revealed, and the group finds themselves in a desperate battle for survival. They must use their wits and resourcefulness to outsmart the ferocious creature, all while dealing with their own internal conflicts and personal demons. Big Bad Wolf combines elements of horror, suspense, and gore, showcasing intense and graphic scenes of violence as the werewolf ruthlessly hunts its prey. The film explores themes of primal instincts, the duality of human nature, and the consequences of unchecked desires. As the group is pushed to their limits, they must confront their own fears and make difficult choices in order to survive the night. Big Bad Wolf offers a dark and thrilling twist on the classic fairy tale, delivering a brutal and visceral werewolf story with a contemporary edge. Number 40 Werewolves, 2009 TV movie. Werewolves, 2009, is a made-for-television action horror film that tells the story of a team of elite soldiers who find themselves facing off against a group of werewolves. As the soldiers uncover a government conspiracy involving supernatural creatures, they must fight for their lives and protect innocent civilians from becoming victims. The film centers around Jack Ford, played by Michael Worth, a retired military operative who is recruited by his former commanding officer, Colonel Miller, played by John Saxon, to lead a team of soldiers on a secret mission. Their objective is to investigate a series of mysterious killings in a small town, which they soon discover are the work of a pack of powerful and intelligent werewolves. As the soldiers delve deeper into the investigation, they uncover a plot that involves a covert military experiment gone wrong. The werewolves are the result of a top-secret program, and now the soldiers must battle not only the creatures but also the corrupt forces within the government who want to keep the experiment hidden at all costs. With their military training and specialized weapons, the team of soldiers must strategize and utilize their skills to take down the werewolves and expose the truth. Along the way, they encounter a resourceful local woman named Angie, played by Natasha Allam, who becomes a valuable ally in their fight against the supernatural threat. Werewolves combines elements of action, horror, and military thriller genres, delivering intense combat sequences, suspenseful chases, and supernatural confrontations.